Ada Mejuna. There go to Mejuna. Mudai Mejuna, Shahan. Ada
Mafiru Muscat Haima Mafiru. Don't go.
I don't understand any of that. So we're about halfway to Salalah and there was a huge rainstorm. The rain was blowing sideways, shaking the bus. The rain has stopped. We've stopped over for a small stretch break, 10-minute break. Again, halfway to Salalah. That is my bus right there. But there's a huge windstorm now. It's just died down, but the sands were blowing across, hitting everybody in the face, shooting garbage everywhere. So well, as usual with the bus transportation system here in Oman, I jumped off, well, in the middle of a highway because there is no actual stops. Ran across 4 lanes of traffic and I'm now on this little side street in the middle of nowhere. I think I live somewhere over there. Gotta go try and find my house. But welcome to 1:30 in the morning in the middle of nowhere, Salalah. Welcome to day number 1 here in Salalah. It is incredibly hot and humid today, so I started out a little later this afternoon. Hiding in the shade right now. It is bloody sticky, but I'm heading to a transportation building just over here. I believe it's called GTC, Gulf Transport Company. Gonna inquire about catching a bus to Yemen to see if I can head in, or at least to the safe zone between the two countries. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Well, the guys told me there that there's only one bus once a week that leaves at 6 a.m. To the border of Yemen, actually goes into Yemen, bringing in the Yemenis back home. But there's no bus back, so you have to spend the night at the border or wherever the hell you want in the woods, and you have to come back the next day. So I'm actually going to head downtown to a different bus station that they recommended to see if there's more options. Well, once again, typical of Omanian buses, I'm waiting for bus number 20. It says it's coming at all these times. My time was somewhere in here. It's now approximately this time. I don't know if there's a bus coming at all. If I missed it because I was sitting in the shade of the tree watching every single car drive by, but so far these 3 times have gone by. I don't know if this bus even exists because the street sign and oh, there he is out of the middle of nowhere. Unbelievable. And I forgot to mention, when you are waiting for the bus, you're going to sweat and sweat. Your shirt is going to be absolutely soaking wet. Then you're going to get on an air-conditioned bus that is about minus 20 degrees. They don't just turn on light air conditioner, they absolutely crank it. It is freezing cold on this bus, and my shirt is soaking wet. So be warned, you'll probably get sick when visiting these countries if you take public transportation. Welcome to the city center. Well, at least my bus driver was super friendly. That's for sure. Most of the regular everyday people that do regular everyday jobs in these Gulf countries are very friendly. The money people, not so much. So the guys at the other location told me to come to this location, to the GTC, that they have more buses going to Yemen, but they have the same time and the same day as the other location, so they lied. But the guy told me to go down the street further down the downtown here to find another bus company that is apparently going to Yemen once a day, and it's somewhere down here on the left. Good luck finding it. So I'm looking apparently for a bus company called Al Mazuna, and I've talked to 3 people. One person said go way down here 20 minutes. One person said go all the way down this street here. Once you get down to the end of the street, hang a right, hang a left, and you'll find some complex and it's in there. And then another person said no, another person said it's way down where I came from. So really nobody knows. They barely speak English, and they're saying Yemen, Al Mazuna, Yemeni bus, go this way and go that way, and oh my God. So I decided to go back to the other bus transport, ask him exactly where this Al Mazuna transport is. He looks at my phone, he zooms in and out, he moves the GPS to the right, he moves it to the left, he punches in a bunch of mosque names, he zooms left, he zooms right, he spends 10 minutes on my phone, and then he says, "Are you on foot?" I said, "Yes." He takes me outside and he points, he goes, "Go down that street and turn right at the end," and it's right there. I'm like, oh my God, why did we spend 10 minutes on the GPS? But everybody's super friendly, they're waving at me, everybody's smiling. But I gotta say this Ramadan thing, I don't know how these people have gone all day without water, without food, and they're still smiling and giving me pleasant directions. I think the directions are all wrong, but hey, they're very pleasant. So yes, unfortunately it's closed, but it looks like they have a nice waiting room sitting here. That looks pretty nice. And another little waiting chair there. But I guess they have WhatsApp, so I will message the guy tonight and see how the hell I get to Yemen. So when I was taking photos of the Malzuna sign around the corner there, the WhatsApp sign, a nice gentleman said, "Come with me, I'll show you. They have a new location." Apparently, here's the new one. And it looks open. Let's go talk to these guys.
Mezuna. They are go to Mezuna. Mudai Mezuna, Shahan.
Mafiru Muscat, Haima Mafiru. Don't go.
I don't understand any of that. No. So I go in the morning to Yemen border?
I don't know about information.
And back?
I don't know about this information.
So you have no buses that go to Yemen?
Bus no. Yemen go to no. Just
Mezuna.
Salalah to Shahan.
So
Yemen border.
Mazuna, is it in Yemen or Mazuna in Oman?
That is Oman, not road. Mezuna in Oman. Bus only Oman, only Mezuna. From Mezuna to Yemen.
So I go from here to Mazuna with you, and then Mazuna I take small bus.
Another
to
bus
Yemen.
To Yemen.
There's no direct? Salalah to Yemen, no?
No.
Like Salalah to border, no?
No. Border Shahan. Border Shahan is Yemen is border.
Well, after a very difficult conversation with 3 really nice guys, but they only speak a bit of English, they actually kicked me out because they're closing up shop. It is now time for Ramadan dinner, and all of the men are actually gathered around a lot of fruit and a whole bunch of water. They're all just chatting away, and they're actually waiting for the call to prayer, which is coming in just a few minutes. And they've all been looking at me lately and waving and smiling. They must be bloody hungry. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله This is my first time being in the Middle East during Ramadan, and I've got to say this, there is a peace about the whole thing. I mean, I'm not Muslim, it's not for me personally, but the kindness I'm getting from the people. And even now they're allowing me to film, they're allowing me to take photos. Once the call to prayer ended, you know, everyone is eating, everyone is drinking, and the streets are so quiet. Most of the shops are closed. Some are open, but the owners are inside eating and drinking. They must be damn hungry. You can see there are people sort of scattered around on the streets. Even the cats are eating. There is a calmness, except for the storm that's on its way. So I stopped for a little bit of food. As you can see, the blinking lights right there, and it looks pretty yummy. Some yummy rice and whatnot, and I ordered some, and because of Ramadan, the guy did not want my money. So he says, here you go, enjoy. Happy Ramadan. Well, I'm just taking a nice stroll through the neighborhood, and I came across a street I'm going to call Banana Street. Bananas and more bananas, and oh, got some bananas, and this guy over here always selling bananas, bananas, and as far as you can see, bananas, and more bananas. Right down at the end there, that is the entrance to the Sultan's Palace. But it is pretty quiet and pretty empty right now. Welcome to the Grand Mosque of Salalah. Good afternoon. My super awesome host I'm staying with, who's actually from Chennai in India, an amazing guy, has lent me his car this afternoon. Here it is, red fancy Sonata, allowing me to go to visit a botanical garden and also probably the waterfalls, depending on how much daylight I have left. So let's go on a little half-day road trip. I was not expecting this. Coming out here, it's a complete desert. It's nothing but brown on both sides, all the way up into the mountains. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's an area with all these green trees and water. So this is pretty cool to see. It's completely full of seaweed and a lot of fish. I don't know if you're going to see them all, but big fish, small fish. Beautiful and very random. So right down there around that corner is where those three guys were earlier, and I decided to walk probably no more than 2 to 3 minutes over here to go up these stairs to see this cave that's up here. And I thought these guys left, but nope, they decided to drive their car over here and park so they could come over to the cave. The laziness here is unbelievable. People won't walk 3 minutes in the heat. They have to take their air-conditioned car everywhere. Not only does this area have this little cave and this beautiful natural spring here, but you can see the green grass. They've built a botanical gardens sitting there in the middle. The garden is open for visitors Fridays, Saturdays from 9 to 6. Today is Thursday. Oh wow, let's peek through the fence. It still looks super beautiful. Very, very colorful. It's very green, very flowery, but very closed. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. Go ahead, guys. Have a lovely afternoon. Wow. I don't know if this is Border Patrol or who these guys are, but I might have to wait a few minutes. Almost a traffic accident. Don't want to hit that big guy.
काम करो जल्दी क्रॉस करो हमारे काम तुम्हारा काम क्रॉस करो भाई हां बस ठीक है तो हम कर रहे हैं ना दादू अपना ड्यूटी ओके 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 ठीक है करो करो काम
और इधर पंप भी लगा वो टिकट लिया ए
Well, it definitely helps to have a car in Oman. The beauty I'm seeing today is fantastic. Thanks to my super awesome host. Alright, so I'm actually way up in the mountains here trying to find a waterfalls, twisting and turning, trying to beat sunset as you can see. And I'm quite a ways up. So the name of the waterfalls I'm going So the name of the waterfalls I'm going to see momentarily, but first I'm going to see it from across the river at a lookout point here. It's called Wadi Rabat. Alright, so it is not the rainy season, but normally this all fills up with water, comes rushing down this river here, and boom, there's the waterfalls that drops. I'll try and show you the wall from the other side. I saw it as I was bombing around the highway. So this is where it drops off the ledge to the ground below. Well, the sun has just set. I am the only person here for various reasons. It is Ramadan. It's also call to prayer time, like right now. So no one is around. I am the only person here. So let's take a look. This is the river that comes from the waterfalls. Comes rushing along here, and oh, I'm not the only one. There is a pair of underwear here with me. So let's head over here and see where the waterfalls normally comes down. Well, it's nice to be totally alone. It's very quiet. Sunset with the waterfalls over there in the corner. But being alone isn't necessarily good if something comes out of this hole. So here's a beautiful story for you. I pull up to a archaeological site that is obviously closed. It is now dark. I just go to peek into the window to see the cost. Security guard comes out. He's shocked that I'm standing there in the dark. He's like, hello. I'm like, hello. Where are you from? I said, Canada. Oh, wait. And he goes into his security office and he comes out. And first he brings me a water. He gives this to me. And he says, 1, 2. I said, no, I'm alone. 1. And he says, wait. And he goes back in and he comes out and he brings me just a whole handful of goodies. Some are spicy and some have meat and whatnot. I've ate 2 or 3 already. This one's a sweet one, sort of a dessert. I don't know what it is. His English was probably 0.01% and he was the friendliest guy in the world. No English, good food for you. And he closes the door. Oh, what a beautiful story. So, heading back into the city. So because Oman is a very rich country and everyone has a car and it's the kind of country where you do not walk and you do not take buses, they take a lot of pride in their cars. And I'm inside a mall actually, a mall garage, and these guys actually go around and clean your cars in the garage. They take these little cans here with their cleaning liquids and whatnot in there, empty out the garbage, scrub it up, clean the inside, clean the outside. So while you're in the mall shopping, you can get your car completely detailed. Welcome to the Salalah Grand Mall. So it is 10,000 degrees again this afternoon. Thank God for my lovely hosts who have lent me the car again, and I'm heading to that mountain you see in front. Going to zigzag all the way up in the mountain, park halfway, and visit a couple of caves and sweat my balls off. Lots of zigzagging, going straight up. Well, if you're a collector of camel shit, you can definitely come here. There's always an overload of it all over the place. Well, according to my map, these cows are coming from where the cave is supposed to be. So let's see if I can find it. Well, sad to say, but cave number 1 is a no. It's supposed to be right around here somewhere. Possibly it's over here, up in this area, but I've been looking around for a while. Oh, I think I found my cave. Here's a little one. Here's a baby one. I think this is gonna be my cave. But just for my own purposes, yep, there it is. I'm gonna say that that is cave exhibit number 1. On my way to try and find cave number 2. Well, my map says my next cave is supposed to be right here somewhere, but I do not see a cave. Over here we've got some type of, I don't know, rock farm. So let's go try another one. Time to attempt a 3rd cave, which is somewhere down here. Alright, so I don't think these caves are marked on the map as specifically caves, but sort of a cave area. As you can see, there's lots of rocks, and I imagine there are many tiny caves around here. But if you don't find caves, just come for the scenery and come for these golden trees that are everywhere, shining in the sunlight. Alright, let's see what my Indian friends listen to in their car. What do we got? Ooh, CD! This is groovy stuff. Welcome to the Museum of Frankincense Land and World Heritage Site.
Im Norden die Straße von Hormuz ist ca. 110 Kilometer lang, 60 Kilometer breit.
Welcome to the Al Balid Archaeological City. There's the information. Blah 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 blah. Bringing in the frankincense. Here I am here. I'm going over this little bridge, and I'm going to walk around quickly because I don't have a whole lot of time. Got to return the car and go to work. I'm going to explore some of this. Alright, here's the best view. There's the museum I just went in, right over there. Ruins here as well. And then way over here in the distance, might not see it with the sun, what looks like an old fort. So this was not a fort, it actually was a castle. Good afternoon, I am in my friend's car again. Super awesome host allowing me to use it. And today's adventure, actually, I'm heading out to the blowholes as well as the cliffs. Now it's about 55 kilometers west of Salalah. So again, if you don't have a vehicle, you will not be visiting this stuff. So my host is saving my butt. Well, if you're coming to Salalah for one day or even half a day, and you can only see one thing, coming out here to these mountains, cliffs and blowhole that I'm about to see is definitely the highlight. Welcome to the blowholes. This family here has been waiting for a little while for the blowhole to shoot up through. Blowhole number 1, blowhole number 2, and blowhole number 3.
Don't throw stones. Don't throw stones, I said.
Don't plug the hole, it'll fart. For some reason, watching this is getting me super excited.